Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today, it's Saturday. It's 8 a.m. I'm waiting for my locator to locate some tanks. This is a little preview here. We are in beautiful Greenwood Lake, New York. Have you ever been there? I sunk my boat in here. There it is. DeFeo Marina. This is at the end or the tip of Greenwood Lake. I don't know, I think it's maybe a 5-mile lake. I'm not sure. You guys would know better. Coming to an end of the season. They're putting the boats all in slings. Well, they contacted the Masters and they said, hey, Masters, the gentleman, that's his name now, Rick, I think. Could be John, who knows. We're gonna go with Rick right now. Contacted me and said that when he purchased this property 40 years ago, him and his brother were told that there are 3 10,000-gallon gas tanks right in here. 3 of them. Now, he said that they were in the 1920s. I find that so hard to believe that a marina would need 30,000 gallons of gasoline stored for the boats. Maybe this was the only marina at the time. Could be, but still. I mean, we've done gas stations in the 50s that they had 1 or 2 1,000-gallon tanks. So, and that's for cars. So you would assume you're going to distribute more fuel to a motor vehicle than a boat. You know, boat's seasonal. But this is the exciting part of this business. So I've got Sal coming here to locate these tanks. He's late. That's okay. He's coming from Long Island, so he's got quite a trip. 2.5 hours, I think he said. Craig also is supposed to meet us. That right over there, that was an old gas station that we did probably 12 years ago. What a mess it was. What a mess. And there it is, DeFeo's Marina. If you're interested in purchasing a pontoon, I asked him a couple days ago when we met here, you know, what do one of those pontoons go for? He said from $40,000 to $250,000. That's $250,000. Well, that thing better go 200 miles an hour for me to buy it for $200,000. 250 actually, he said. See if there's any prices on these. No, of course not. They want to get you inside and then hook you. No prices. So, that's it. Give you a little preview of what's going on here. We'll wait for Sal to come out and watch his process. You know, obviously one of the main reasons to get him out here is to locate these tanks exactly. You know, whether they lie this way right next to each other. That's called dead men. The owner seems to think they go this way long. So that's important. The other thing for me is when I'm closing this out with the state, I'm sure there's no registry numbers here. PBS, Petroleum Bulk Storage. There's supposed to be numbers each tank. So we're going to have to register the tanks. Wait to get the registration number. Once we get it, then we're going to deregister the tanks. Once we get the deregistration form, then we'll file for the tank removal with the state of New York. So this is my other concern on what he's going to do. So obviously the pumps were right down there. So the boat could pull up and then you could fill it with fuel. So that means I've got to know where the lines are from these tanks and go down. Because they either A, have to be completely removed from the ground, or B, I've got to take sampling right alongside of it every 10 feet. So he's got to he's got to mark those out. So when I told that to the owner, you know, immediately said, oh no, you know, we got the lines. Yeah, oh, okay. You took the lines out, but you didn't take the tanks out. Gotcha. So I don't know how he's gonna actually, maybe he'll do it with a hand wand. I ain't walking down that, because I'm gonna start walking, but I'm gonna end rolling. So that could be an issue. Also, you can see over there by the garbage can, that's a nicely done rock wall that it goes under and then travels across. So that's a little unique. There's one, two, that's a police boat. It's just like 2 or 3 people left on the water. And today's supposed to be in the 70s. Okay, here's our guy Sal. So what is this machine? Actually, because I don't think I've seen that machine.
This is, it's called a Weiss 808. It's a deep penetrating metal detector. Finds deep metal objects, large. It's a large object finder.
Okay, so that's why you never...
Yeah, I mean, I use it, but like if I have access to like a fill port or a vent, I'll just connect it out a lot easier.
Gotcha.
This is just like randomly scanning around,
all right.
But it picks up metal. That does a tank, it'll find it.
What's that cost?
This thing's about well, when they made them, about 900. They don't make them anymore. Can't find them.
Okay. You know, because our metal detector, we can't find shit. We're never right. We can't find shit.
Yeah, that's more of like to find the filter.
Yeah, so
you know,
that thing was like $1,200 though.
Yeah, they work. You just gotta play with them a lot.
Yeah, we do play with it a lot. we don't get any correct information.
Yeah. Did he stay back there more? Or
he was standing right here.
Right there.
Yeah. And this height of this area has always been here. It's not like it's built up. You're not getting anything, are you?
Not at the moment. But I'll take the radar out. The radar will.
Okay. That's $900 out the window.
Yeah, I'm not picking up anything.
I mean,
if there was a big giant tank,
3 22-foot long, 64-inch diameter tanks should...
This thing would be screaming.
Yeah.
Unless it's under the boats.
He's...
1, 2, 3, right here.
Yeah.
1, 2.
He said that they were long ways, though. He didn't say they laid dead men, because I asked that. Right?
A little further down.
I hate trying to locate tanks.
That's what he does, though.
This process is ridiculous. So he's gonna go get another tool, a little more expensive. And it looks like an old bowling alley there, huh? So that's just a basic, that's like the one we have.
Yeah.
Hey Craig, go get ours.
You need help, Sal?
Maybe we could sell it to him. I would hate that job. What are you doing?
He's not finding anything.
Oh, I would hate that job.
You can't go over here. There's boats in the way, so.
Okay, here's ours. Would that be plenty if we find them? I would need a screen. I would need a screen on mine. And it would have to be a picture of a tank. Hey. Sal, never mind, we found them. What? Look at this thing.
Yeah, I was getting a good thing.
And what is this?
This is ground penetrating radar.
Ground penetrating radar. What's this tool cost?
It's about 22,000.
22 grand.
You got some action. Looks like it anyway.
You see it?
I got something. I got some things happening. Those peaks are like piping, or but it's way too deep.
Okay.
But we'll see.
It looks like the exact same thing it was. Oh, it's coming across.
Yeah. So this is the dead center of the tank. Yeah. Like this way.
Yeah, I see that too.
See that anomaly?
It's really.
Let's see what happens. 10,000 an hour each?
Yeah, 3 of them. I don't believe that.
Nah, they're
But
like small, you know, small ones.
did you see anything on that grid? I didn't.
And I'm getting one.
Oh, that yellow line is where you are.
Yep, the yellow line is where I'm at.
Oh,
you're looking for that anomaly.
Is that right there?
Correct. So I'm going over the tank this way.
Oh.
It's laying this way.
Okay.
So it looks like there's 2 tanks side by side. Possibly. It's dead deep though, 6 feet down.
Just 6 feet? Hit it, Craig. Yeah.
Stuff I'm seeing too.
We confirm.
6 feet, that's what I'm seeing.
Okay, so after he's kind of gone back and forth and done a grid, so what he's saying, that C means that's the center, the top of the tank, and he's saying here's where it ends, right here, and it goes from here. Is all the center of it, and then he's saying it ends right there. So that's right around 28 feet. Now he thinks he sees another one laying next to it. He just keeps going back and forth just to make sure, and keeps setting down a line. All right, so this is not an easy process as you would think. You have to know your equipment. You have to understand the metal, how things reflect. So it's not a matter of just putting it down in the ground and hearing it go off. So I feel a little better about us. I did learn a little bit here, but he's confident that there's 2 tanks here. And how long you been here? Probably an hour. Yeah, so it's not like it's a quick process. So he feels this is 1 tank, and he feels this is another. Now, even though he's been over that before, he didn't get a reading. So he goes back and he has multiple tools that he uses. So he comes out with another tool and gets another reading, and then he goes through the process with the different pieces of equipment to try to locate. So now he's getting an indication that the third is right here. And this is after he's already passed over this section. So this is a, it's not an easy deal here to do. Plus, I mean, he's got a liability. He comes out here, he's glazed these out, he's got to be right. Because what he does is a lot of underground lines. Water, sewer, and electric, so you can't really be wrong. So we've got the two. We're getting an idea here for the third. Okay, so he's going to continue on. He's going to go down there and look for lines. I've got a soccer game to go to, so he'll mark that out and get that over to us. We've started with the paperwork with PBS and DEC. This project is probably 6 weeks out, but I'm looking forward to it. This is going to be a fun one. We'll see you then.